Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Alright. Now, before I want to get started, I want to say thank you so much for those 107 subscribers. Wow. Go celebrate. Not really. I don't even have enough subscribers to actually celebrate. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, or I made a video about Get to Know Me tag that has 112 views. You guys can go back and watch it. But this time I want to do facts about me, something that I didn't mention on that video. So let's get started. This video is called the 25 facts about me. Now before I want to get started, I just want to say I got this notebook written about the facts about me. Now keep in mind, you guys, this may sound boring, or this may sound like not about any other person would do, only because I don't talk to people very much. I don't like to go out very much. I normally talk to people that I'm close with, like family and co-workers that people that I get along with. Alright, so let's just get started. This is the 25 facts about me. Number 1 is I'm a big fan of those high top shoes. Only because I just don't like the look of those regular old school shoes, like the ones that you see like from Vans, or the ones you get from Skechers, any of that. I just don't like the look of them. I don't know why, but if you guys who don't know what a high top shoe looks like, this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is one of the examples. This is the ones I like to wear. See, because you can see it kind of looks like a boot from like high, on the height length. This is what I like to buy. So whenever I go shoe shopping, that's like the only ones I get. Nothing else. Number 2. I don't just like science fiction movies, but I also like horror movies. I've seen a lot of great scary movies so far. I've seen The Shining, I seen Pet Sematary, I seen It, the remake. I also seen It, the original. I seen The Shining, I seen The Storm of the Century. Oh man. But the worst one I've seen so far was The Devil Inside. It was like weird. Like the ending was pretty weird. I'm not gonna spoil any of the movie because most of you guys don't know or haven't seen the movie yet. Number 3, I was pretty much a Nickelodeon fan my entire childhood. Oh my god, I can remember okay. My childhood so far was like Nickelodeon, pretty much everything. I seen SpongeBob. SpongeBob was one of my favorites. Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, Victorious. Big Time Rush. So if you guys remember that was oh yeah, The Mighty Bee, Fanboy and Chum Chum. Oh my god. Yeah. And now when I look back at it now, I'm finding it so embarrassing when I rewatch Nickelodeon. Like nowadays, it's just like not good. They're like ripping off other characters. That's what I feel like in my opinion. So, number 4, I am a hardcore gamer. For you guys who don't know, I like to play video games pretty much. I just like to play video games. Right now, I'm still having problems with how to play the UFC 2. I'm still trying to I'm still trying to practice how to get good at it, because the first one, let me tell you guys, as soon as I started playing that game, I literally almost won. Literally almost won. But then I ended up losing. I don't know why. I think I might have given up on it. And for the consolers, I actually own the original Xbox, the Microsoft Xbox, what has like the colored black and green. A little throwback. I also have an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One. So I own all 3 Xboxes. I have no plans to buy the Xbox X or the Xbox Connect because it's just too much for me. Although I should. Okay, number 5. Due to my disability, I hated going to school. When I was in elementary school, that's when it all started. Nobody wanted to hang out with me. Nobody wanted to like play activities with me, all because of my disability. Now, for people who don't know, my disability, it's called a mild intellectual disability. That means my memory doesn't work properly. I got problems talking, and I also have problems with moving with my hand with my hand. For instance, I'm right-handed, so that means I write with the pencil with the right hand. So what I do, I just write it, whatever I write with my right hand, this hand moves. And whenever I want to do stuff with my other hand, which is my left hand, let's say for example, if I want to scratch my head or you know, whatever, or brush my teeth, this other hand moves. And I'm just like, why am I like this? I don't know. But that's the reason why they didn't want to, all the kids didn't want to hang out with me. And then later on I got used to it. What do you think when you see me in the streets, I always go alone. I don't talk to strangers. Kids out there, do not talk to strangers, please. Okay, number 6. I didn't have any TV when I was growing up. Right after I moved for the 3rd time, I absolutely had no TV. Like not even I don't even had a room myself. All we did was just renting rooms this entire time. So my mom had to like play music from the radio, and we used to watch, and we used to listen all random music like Pandora, Luis Miguel, Alejandro Fernandez, Vicente Fernandez, you know, other random music from the radio while we're sleeping. That's pretty depressing. And then I skipped all the Nickelodeon stuff. The last time I remember Nickelodeon, right before I moved for the 3rd time, it was they were promoting the season finale of Zoe 101. That was like the last time I remember it. And then I skipped the entire Nickelodeon stuff. I missed Victorious, I missed Big Time Rush, I missed Drake and Josh, I missed everything. I really want to go back to see what I missed, but I'm all grown up now, so there's no need why I should watch those stuff again, because I'm all grown up. Okay, number 7.
You've got mail.
I always like or sometimes occasionally I like to go to the candy store and just get a bag of peanut M&Ms. I always like to buy those kind of M&Ms because the regular ones, the milk chocolate ones, they seem like too sweet for my teeth. And then when it's like too sweet, it's like I'm eating just sugar. Ugh. Otherwise, I'm gonna get a cavity once. Okay, number 8. I listen to any random music. For you guys who don't know, for people who don't know, I used to be a big fan of Michael Jackson. You past tense used to. I'm not gonna talk about why or what was the reason why, because I don't want to get things. I don't want to make things controversial, nor that I don't want to get kicked off by YouTube, or things could get hypocritical. So that's the only thing I will say is that I listen to any random music like Drake, Mexican music, video game music, songs that they're played in movies. That's only music I listen to. Okay, number 9. The only top candy that I like to get, for like most likely, are the Hershey's chocolate bar with omelets. That's like the only thing I enjoy the most. Because I just when it's like when it's like all refrigerated and cold, that's when I like it. I always put it like in the freezer to let it all cool. Number 10. The Burger King is like the only thing that's like the only fast food I like so far. I don't enjoy it much because fast food, let's be honest, fast food can not good for you. But when I'm like not that hungry, or when I have to enjoy a dessert, I go there. Number 11. My top favorite food is like strawberries. I prefer the strawberries over apples. The apples they're just like too sweet for me. Like it's like whether it's like green or red, I just seem too sour for me. I'm just like ew. And the oranges, so I like to put strawberries. Or I mean, should I say I like to eat the strawberries? Okay, number 12. When I was 13, I started watching wrestling, the WWE. Okay, so I was in middle school when I was 13. And then, as soon as I moved in where I currently live, I'm just flipping through the channels and I just literally see what's going on here. And I started like, I was like getting obsessed with WWE. Like I wouldn't even miss anything. Now that I finally had TV, I finally had things to watch after God knows how long it's been since I never had any TV. So I was like, finally, I get to see all cool stuff. And then later on, I started to get to know how things are going, how things work in WWE, who's the promoter, and what is the whole concept of holding a belt. And later on, I started to see one wrestler who actually who inspired me to become a WWE fan. And that wrestler's from Chicago, Illinois. Wow. Okay, so number 3. I always wear black clothing. When I was in high school, I never liked the color black for what reason, and then later on I started wearing black. So for when my friends, every time they see me like walking down the street, I always see with a black shirt or black pants, black shoes. That's the only thing they more recognize me from, because I always wear black. That's like literally like my favorite color. Okay, so number 14. I don't just like WWE. I also like the UFC. Now, I had a friend that used to work with me at Cost Plus World Market, and literally he invited me to go to his boxing training camp, and I was like, okay, cool. And I was just like, but does he do MMA? And I was like, no, he doesn't. And so, okay, so I googled which one is the closest MMA training camp that I can go, and I found one so far. Now, the reason why what got me to MMA a lot is because before I came into this fucked up world, there used to be a debate between boxing promoter Lou DiBella and then UFC announcer Joe Rogan, if you guys remember. And the way I see it is this: in my opinion, boxing, it isn't a fight. It doesn't count as a fight. It's kind of more like a silly agreement. So let's say my friends and I, one of my friends and I would say we're gonna hate each other. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get out man's a man, but we're only gonna use our hands. That's it. But MMA, that's actual fighting. Number 15. The only two YouTubers that got me inspired to do this channel it's Jake Paul and Logan Paul, the Paul brothers. I always like curious, like, to know, like, what are those two do for content? Like, what are they or how do they create content? But most likely Jake Paul is the one who inspired me to do my channel myself. Yeah. Okay. 16. I prefer to celebrate Christmas than Halloween. And by the way, I should preface this by telling you guys is that I'm not a big Halloween fan. When I was a little kid, I might have gone any more trick-or-treating, but now that I'm all grown up, it's like, no, I'm all set. I don't need to buy. I don't have to embarrass myself by going trick-or-treating. But Christmas I like because I like to buy myself gifts. I like to buy my mom gifts. I like to buy my sister gifts, my nephews. You know, and they're really easy. They're really easy to pick. You know, my family is not that picky. Okay, 2005. This is number 17, you guys. I only had one bad season when I was in junior high school. That was 2015. 2015 was the worst year of my life. I don't want to go further more details because this is something personal that I just didn't. It's just there was a lot of happening this year. I mean that year. I don't really like to talk about it. Number 18. This is the good news, actually. When I was like when I just entered the senior year of high school, I started to get to know the Batman character, all the comic books of Batman, the character of Batman, all because I see kids like students like wearing Batman shirts, Batman lanyards, Batman shirts where they have like their cape on, they have their like Batman backpacks, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And then, not to mention, I've been hearing a lot of buzz about the movie that was gonna come out at that time. It was Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I was like, what's going on here? Is there gonna be another Batman movie gonna come out here, or what's going on? And then later on I started to get to know the Batman character, like all the versions of the Batman. I know some of them. I don't know. There's a lot of versions of Batman. And I also seen all the movies. I also own all the movies, the TV show, and in case who don't know, I also own 2 Batman costumes. You guys could go back and watch it. Thank you guys so much for those 247 views, or 241 views. I gotta go back and watch it, but thank you guys so much for that. Okay, 19. I'm not a Disney guy. I was never a Disney fan. Like, as I previously said, Nickelodeon was like my entire childhood. But the only Disney movie I like, that's the only one I like, is The Lion King. It's just something that one part of the Lion King was just like, I can take it as a life. Anybody can take it as a life lesson. Only one thing that you can learn from Lion King. And if you guys who don't know what it is like the one that you said, that look at the stars. The great kings from the past, they look down on you. So whenever you feel alone, you just look at the stars, and those kings from your ancestors can be there to guide you. And I'm just like, wow. I feel like that should be like that's a life lesson right there to me. Number 20. I'm more afraid of everything, every dog, cat, for what reason. But most likely, I'm actually more scared of is rats and mice. That's like the only two I'm scared of the most. Because one time there was a mouse, a little tiny mouse, wandering around my kitchen, and I'm just like, oh fuck! It just, I'm just terrified. 21. Number 21 is that I like to be in the cold. I don't like to go. I don't like to go in the summer. I prefer the winter. No, it's because it just makes me feel like I don't want to I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to like stay in bed and just be somewhere where on the heat, you know. Number 22. I very briefly wrestled in high school. Very briefly. And I can tell you how hard it is when I'm like in wrestling practice. For example, I had to carry I had to carry one of my one of my partners from wrestling practice, as in like giving him a piggyback ride, and then I had to like run and jog on the stadium stairs, and I had to run like 6 miles. I had to like learn how to like shoot. I had to learn how to all the warm-ups, and the whole the class was a disaster because it was only me, the other two guys, and then there was like the coach and the coach assistant. So something went wrong. I don't know what it is. I wish I can go back and like finish where I left off. I didn't have any wrestling shoes at that time. I had to wrestle barefoot. It was just something pretty ridiculous. Number 23, you guys. And this is an actual fact. I go full honest with my opinions. For those of you who are like, oh my god, Rodolfo, why can you be so offensive? Or why are you like such a guy, this mean guy? I thought you were cool and nice. I am nice and I am pretty friendly. I like to go full honest with my opinions. So don't ask me what I think about this and that, because I go full honest whether the truth hurts or not. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I am. Number 4, I do not go to crowds. Like I don't enjoy being in big crowds, only because I'm like literally claustrophobic. For example, when I go at the mall, when I see there's a lot of people coming in, I'm just like, oh fuck, I better get out of here. And it literally gives me an anxiety attack. It's like I feel like I'm lost. That's why when I go somewhere, I gotta be up on my own. Alright, last but not least, 25. I enjoy my cold beverages cold. For example, apple or orange juice. Any juice, any like flavored juice that I like, I gotta make sure if it's hot. I mean, not hot, but cold, like ice cold. And in case you guys are wondering what is my favorite juice so far is apple juice. Apple juice is like my favorite. So comment down below which juice do you guys want me to review. Alright, you guys, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm sorry you guys have to hear this. Like I said, I'm not a fun guy. Alright, so smash the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications on, because I got a lot of content for you guys. And I'll see you guys next time.